Hey, we exist too. The overnighters, we exist. Is this the only Dreamcast? Is this the only Dreamcast run of this marathon?
This is the only Dreamcast run, yes.
The only Dreamcast game I run.
And it's one of, again, 3 that I own in that one binder.
What are the other 2? Hold on, what were the 2 again? Twinkle Star Sprites and...
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and then there was one more, I forget now. Space Channel 5.
Space Channel 5 is pretty good. It's funny, you were asking me coffee or hot chocolate, and I was literally drinking coffee as you were asking me that question.
Man.
Just want that on the record. Just want that on the record.
Okay, I appreciate it. So, I guess Sharfers is double cancelled. First
Double
of all,
canceled.
banned from today.
You know what?
Banned from ever coming back.
It's just the risk I'm going to have to take, unfortunately. Puyo Da.
Puyo Da. What is that?
Yeah, I guess it's an action. It's a rhythm game on Dreamcast.
Ah, sorry, I didn't see the Japanese rhythm action part, which is very important, apparently.
Right now, I still have time. Puyo Da.
What happens if I transition you right now?
I mean, I'll just scramble and then start. That'll be it. Easy enough.
Kind of tempted. Like, here you go. You know, like, I should have never been able to, like, organize the marathon. There was too much power, I think, in my hands in these situations.
I don't know. I feel like having a meme lord as a marathon organizer is probably for the best.
Well, guess who's live?
Did that happen? All right, cool. I mean, all you're seeing is a splash screen for a while, for a long time. Anyway, hello, hi everybody. My name is Sharfers, Sharif, either one. It's all good. We are here, day 3 of the marathon. I mean, you've been just listening to us vamp for like the last 20 minutes. That's okay. Can you pull up chat because I wasn't ready? All right. So hi. All right. So this is cool Toon for the I actually want to try that Puyo Puyo game. That looks pretty good. So this is cool Toon for the Dreamcast. It's Japanese exclusive. It is super weird. It's from SNK, which that means it's super weird. This game has a bunch of different modes. This game is smart enough to detect when it has 2 controllers in, so you can't do any of the dual or double flits. Because dual flits is like head-to-head, and double is like cooperative. Think of it like Guitar Hero, but good. I say that, but I love Guitar Hero. Anyway, not important. So we're going to play story mode. There are 2 characters. There is Spica, which is the girl, and there is Amp, which is the boy. Get it, Amp, speaker. You get it? You get it?
Yeah.
You got it? Okay, good. So yeah, Spica's mode is the harder of the 2. I also think the music's better, but that's more of a personal preference thing. So yeah, and we're gonna play on normal mode. I don't speak a lick of Japanese, like I understand nothing, but this first, apparently, the other runner of this game told me that this first option right here, if I move this to here, then you can play on what they call simple mode or easy mode, and the game's a lot easier that way. So my world record is in easy mode because it's much easier. But yeah, if we're ready, we can just sort of get started here, and there's lots of downtime. The early part of the game is very easy, so it's going to be a lot of just, getting a feel for it. You know how it is. Anyway, so we'll just get started here. 3, 2, 1, and... So I'm going to skip through a bunch of opening cutscenes here. A lot of this is going to be me skipping cutscenes I don't understand by mashing start. So what I've been able to glean, the TLDR of the story, is you're Spica, this blue-haired lady, and you have been sucked into the TV. And you need to get out by dance battling other people, I think. So anyway, this character here, the bunny character, names is Yusa. I think Yusa is Japanese for bunny or rabbit or something. and they're teaching you the way to dance battle, which is with this sort of rhythm game mode called blitzing. And so they're teaching us here how to flitz so that we can dance battle, and the basic the basic it's like any sort of the era rhythm game. So you have this circle, you have the cursor and you can control exactly where it goes. It's almost like, like Hatsune Miku or something. And then you have the bar on the bottom, which is kind of like Parappa the Rapper, but you basically have, I don't know why I'm getting all these OKs. Anyway, but it's fine, doesn't matter. But maybe it doesn't bode well for me later in the game, but that's different. So you have the bottom. So based on your performance, your little meter will move up and down the scale. And if you fall below that line, you can see that kind of vertical line in the gauge. If you fall below it, then you end up with like a very farty version of the song, kind of like if you're in whatever failure mode is in Parappa. And that's kind of it. There's a couple of other modes that we'll get to as we progress in the story. And then the rest of it is like, you can get a cool, you can get a good, you can get an okay, you can get a weak or a miss, just like any other rhythm game. I don't know if you saw Spica explode in the background there. Those are boon levels, and boon levels are just point multipliers. I have a tendency to just trigger them as soon as they're ready. In the top right corner it says boon ready, and then you hit L or R, and then you trigger it, and it's a points multiplier, and it also helps with the meter at the bottom, which is going to be very helpful for later in the game when sometimes if I make a couple of mistakes and you get off rhythm, you can miss a lot of notes very quickly, and the gauge can fall very far down. So you always want to get multipliers whenever you can to keep that gauge nice and high. But in terms of like the actual speedrun itself, most of it is going to be just mashing through dialogue and skipping, mashing through like cutscenes and skipping these splash screens at the end of levels. So you saw that freeze. That's going to be a thing at the end of every. I've made a mistake here. All right, so that was the end of. Let's go this way. Oh, can we reset? I don't know what happened. Let's see here. No, we're good. We don't have to reset. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm sorry. I apologize. We're starting. This is episode 1. We're going. So this is the first level. I hit the wrong button there. So I can explain what happened. I have no VMU in my controller right now, so I have no way to save, and that's required for this run because you have to start from a fresh save file. So at the end of every episode, they go like, "Oh, you can't save. Is that okay?" And you're supposed to hit yes, and I accidentally hit no. And so it got very confused, and then I just clicked a bunch of stuff and I exited to the screen. But like, it figured out that I was still on episode 1, so everything's okay. Are we good? I think we're good. Anyway, I apologize for that. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah. So the speedrun itself is going to be mostly just like not doing what I just did, but it's like optimal menuing and stuff. At the end of every at the end of every level, you get that freeze, and then it'll actually replay the whole level for you unless you mash through. And so at the end of every level, I have to mash A. The problem is that if I hit start during one of these levels, you have 2 choices. Continue is not one of those 2 choices. You have 2 choices. You have retry and you have exit. Retry starts the song from the beginning, and exit exits back to the main menu. Those are your 2 choices. So I have to be very careful never to hit start during these. And so when I'm hitting when I'm at the end of levels, I mash A, and that will skip the replay and also skip that score screen that you guys saw. And so now we're just gonna enjoy the music for a little bit. So now we're on episode 1. There are 6 episodes. each episode, or at least the first 4, have like a specific have like a specific musical phrase that it's like its general like theme. So for episode 1, it's the so every song in episode 1 is gonna have that phrase in it. So we've unlocked the hub world. We're gonna exit the hub world immediately. So that's the hub world. It's called Cool Cool Town because this is Cool Cool Toon. Do we understand the lore of Yellow Dog? No. So this is Camino Camino exclamation point. The last song we played was called Camino Camino without the exclamation point. So this is a slightly harder version of that exact same song that Yusa just taught us. So they're easing us into the game here. So the first couple of episodes are very easy. So it's like, oh, what are you playing, the easiest rhythm game of all time? And currently the answer is yes, but the difficulty spikes pretty quickly here. So yeah, so you have that hub world. It's not like that useful. Basically, if you like wander around, you can like buy outfits and stuff for your character and like different hairstyles and stuff. But like we don't care about that in the speedrun. So our goal is to like menu out of the hub world and into the actual level like ASAP. So you can actually buffer inputs on the screen. So if I had been paying attention and like had been awake, then you can buffer a left input on the overworld and you never actually see the Cool Cool Town. Yeah, the problem, yeah, so this is a genuine like complaint about the game that I agree with, which is the sound that I make when I actually, like the percussive sound I make when I'm hitting a note, that bong sound is actually quite annoying. But you get used to it when you play it as many times as I have. And also the blink 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 on the menu is also very annoying, I agree. But it's okay. We're chilling. So now we're at the point of the game. I've kind of explained all the big stuff that we've seen so far. So now we can just sort of relax. Oh yeah, there's that thing. The that weird blue, like that's not hitting a button. So that's all you're doing is following. You're just following the thing with your cursor. And that's it. And it's actually pretty hard to like stay in tune with that. Freeze! And we're good. And so, I'm sorry. It's gone. I'm so sorry. I apologize for the cursor, everybody. Okay, here's Yellow Dog. This is my favorite song in the game. It's called Yellow Dog ? Is that a yellow dog? That's the lore. The whole lore is that a yellow dog? This is the best song in the game, so I'm gonna shut up for a little bit. We can enjoy it together. So that was a little Michael Jackson thing there. You can't see me, but I got the horns up right now. So. Yeah, if you're ever like, if you just want to like have fun, look at the backgrounds of what's happening during these levels. There's some bananas pants stuff that happens in the backgrounds of these. You guys can see that like the difficulty is slowly starting to ramp up just a little bit. You guys can hear that same phrase from before. Yellow Dog is violent in the sense that he'll dance battle you. He comes back, so not to like give anything away, but the fifth level, the fifth episode is kind of like a boss rush. So you play all of you're like in an arena of some sort, and you dance battle everybody you've dance battled with up till now. And he comes back, so you'll get to see the yellow dog again. Freeze! Cool sharfers. Oh yeah, babies. So now we're mashing A. We're mashing A. This is like my full tilt mash right here. There we go. Gotta do a full tilt mash. Now my arm hurts. Now we're gonna mash. Then you just hit start. I did the right thing this time. I managed to menu correctly in a game I've played 1,000 times. I feel really good about that. That's how fast you can menu through that. Yeah, that I don't know why my start button didn't work there for a second, but yeah, that bookcase had a face on it. Don't worry about it. So here's our second boss. It's Alien Lady. This is a kind of a space agey deal with well, just the lady and the books. So the phrase is coming up here. Like the theme for this level. This is episode 2, by the way. This part. So that's our musical phrase for episode 2 here. So we're not gonna get. I don't remember if it's episode 2 or 3 where we get the next like ramp up in difficulty. But eventually, we will not only be pressing A. I'm gonna give that away. We will be pressing the other face buttons on the GameCube controller, on the Dreamcast controller, and they'll have the color. So like the A button is red on the Dreamcast controller. Oh man, is that true? I've never failed the yellow dog dance battle, so I've never had that happen to me. But it feels like pretty high risk. Y'all better be grateful I'm doing this for y'all then. Freeze! Out of flits. So now we're reading a book on the thing we've been doing this whole time. So now we're back at home again. And Yusa is going to teach us I don't know what, because this is just another level. Hey there, Yusa. This is called The Vacant Orange. Also, another like, recommendation of mine is looking at song titles. All the song titles are in English. So you can understand them, although I don't know what The Vacant Orange means. I mean, I guess the orange is empty, somehow. Yeah, we'll dance battle on camera after this. I'm not much of a dancer. It's too early. It's 9:15 a.m. for me, so a little bit early for dance battling. Fun way to start my Sunday, though. I appreciate. So you can see how quickly things can go wrong for you if you're just offbeat by a little bit. Like, what happened is my cursor kind of, the Dreamcast controller, not the best controller in the world. Black screen? Did something happen? Hey, we're fixed. Okay. You guys didn't miss anything. You're totally fine. If you're gonna miss half of a song, this is the one to do it, because nothing of import happens in the song. Which is why we're just vamping. Freeze! We're back. We're back. The song's over. I don't know what they were teaching us there. Nothing changed. So we learned how to flitz, so now we can, which we already knew how to, so now we'll actually flitz. Yeah, so the last level, the last song, the last song in any level always has singing in it. So if there's no singing, then we know that there's another song left. There's our singing. Another character in this game, the boy, his name is Amp, and he's like a punk with headphones and a ball cap. What are the character differences? Yeah, so Amp is a punk with a not a punk. He's a boy with a hat and headphones. If you guys have played Backyard Baseball, he looks like the older Khan brother, Ahmed Khan. He's always listening to music. So there are some musical differences. So the beginning is the same for both characters. So this part of the game for Amp would be identical to Spica. And it diverges in episode, the next episode, episode 3, when we meet the rival. So the rival's different and the music starts to diverge from there. I happen to prefer the music in Spica's story. But the actual charts in Amp's story are just easier than in Spica's. Well, they're just slightly easier. So yeah, so this is the story mode. This is hard mode, yeah, and then there's also, for anybody who missed the beginning, this is the hard mode of the hard mode. So there's two ways, there's two chart modes. There's normal mode and there's simple mode. So simple mode is much safer, but it's so boring as to be like uninteresting. So there's no way I'd ever do that like for a marathon run. My PB is in simple mode because it's just so much easier that I can focus on the menuing, which is how you save time in this, is just you menu well. I actually had a run on PB pace practicing for this marathon a couple days ago, and then I died on the final level. Lost 3 minutes. Huge bummer. But that's the proof that I can play on hard mode and PB. So yeah, we're gonna skip through the replays, skip through the scoring screen. We got platinum, which is great. You can get stone, bronze, gold, silver, and platinum. So that should be the end of episode 3 or episode 2. So now we're on episode 3. So yeah, we're meeting our rival. I don't really know what purpose she serves, other than being a rival. So this is a pretty cool, like, if it weren't for Yellow Dog, I think most of these songs would be my favorites because it has a cool, like, jazzy tune. So you'll hear like the phrase for this round. So yeah, Cute Petite Rival is the name of this level. I hit a B there, guys. I hit B instead of A. Oh my god, there's a Y. There's an X. So this is the phrase. Just hit Y, bro. Just hit Y. I know somebody in chat who wants to hit Y. So this is where the game, it doesn't really ramp up in difficulty like yet, but they're starting to introduce like some of the more complicated parts of the game, which is hitting Y and X and B. So yeah, so from here on out, our rival is gonna like accompany us everywhere. There's a garbage can there in the background. I don't have a lot of chance to like look at the backgrounds of these levels, because I'm focusing on the game. I mean, focusing, that's too strong of a word. I'm playing the game. But during these little cutscenes, sometimes I like to look in the background. Yeah, so when, like, as the game gets harder, like, there's gonna be more and more, like, stuff on screen. Just like any other rhythm game. And so you have to look for the white circle. That's, like, the big thing. Because that's, like, the next thing to play. So, what makes it cool and, like, a nice and whatever... He's known for rhythm. He's known for rhyme. He's known for bobsled time. So that was a rival. We're all confused as to what the rival's up to. So here's the first of the other game mode. So what we've been doing so far with the circle, it's called a flitz. We're going, and. Yeah, so Baby X-Bab, obviously. So we've been playing the Flitz. So this is called the Naughty, N-O-T-T-Y, Naughty. And so this is like, you basically have to like, it's this. You just hit the button that they tell you to hit when they tell you to hit it, and the bomb doesn't explode. So the bomb is helping you have it not explode. So if you don't hit it well enough, if you mess up, then the bomb gets bigger and bigger, and you have like four chances to mess up, basically. It's actually pretty funny. But the bomb gets bigger, and also its voice deepens. So right now it's like a baby bomb. This is also the same every time. So I don't have to pay any attention to these. Oh, see, now it's gonna get bigger because I hit that a little early. Oh, he's gonna get bigger again. And we're done. See? So you get that was the last. It would have exploded had I messed up one more time. So that's good. Easy game, easy life. That's what I get for saying I don't have to pay attention. In fairness, that's my fault. That's my B. So yeah, so that game mode is going to exist for this chapter and I think next chapter, and that's going to be it. Lovely Panda Apron, name of this song. Yeah, this is gonna be the one with singing in it. Once I played this game before. Lovely Panda Apron. know y'all have questions. And the question is... Ruch. What is Ruch? Explain it to me. Hey Dave, what's Ruch? Anyway, so people might ask, like, hey Barbie man, why are you playing this weird rhythm game? This is not the type of game you would normally speedrun. And to that I'd say, yeah, you're right, for the most part. I always wanted to run a... I always wanted to run a rhythm game. Because I love rhythm games. Like, that's one of the, like, secrets about me. I love rhythm games. One of my favorite genres. Guitar Man, all that stuff. I've beaten all the Parappa games, all that stuff. So, I was I used to be like a pretty serious video game collector. I used to be a pretty serious video game collector, and so Dreamcast is one of the consoles I would collect for. And one of my collector friends had this pile of unused Japanese Dreamcast and PS1 games that he wasn't going to use, and so he gave them to me for like a good price. And this was in the pile, and so I played it, and I like, this is fun. I'm just gonna, because it's actually pretty hard. The game's actually pretty hard. I know I'm making it look really easy. Apparently not. I'm making it so, but this game, it gets really hard at the end, and so I was like really proud of myself having beat it. So I thought, I'll just put up a speedrun board of it and like get one clean run through of it. And so that ticked off a couple things on my list. It ticked off running a rhythm game. It also ticked off running a Dreamcast game. It's the only Dreamcast game I run to. And that's why I run this. And I don't get to show it off very often because it's not like a particularly like sexy run or anything. You're just playing through a rhythm game normally. Cool Town. Y'all get it? It's called Cool Town. Because Cool Toon, the town. Alright, so now we're gonna hit this, our rival's running away from us in a pipe. So we're going to shoot her with a gun. There's the gun. So yeah, so now, based on like the bullet you see, you have to hit that button on the controller, basically. But it's the same, it's just a naughty again. So now I'm hitting A. And then if she takes a tumble like that, then you know you've got her. So now I'm hitting Y. Alright, so we're celebrating shooting her with a gun. I get to mash for a second here. I didn't get it, though. So now she's taunting us because we didn't shoot her successfully with a gun. There we go. Got her this time. Okay, I can imagine this one. I managed that one pretty well. Feel pretty good about that. This is the last one. Alright, we shot her enough with the gun. She is not dead, clearly. But we got her. I don't know what that accomplishes. Alright, so now we're sneaking. This is the hardest part of the game if you don't understand what to do. This is not the hardest, like... It's not the hardest in terms of, like, the rhythm game part of this. But this is the hardest part of the game. This is the other naughty. So I'm gonna hit A for these. We're sneaking. And now she's gonna scream. Why? Hold on. So we're sneaking. I'm gonna hit A again. So they're sneaking very quietly and he goes, "See!" So now I'm hitting X. Alright, we can do this. So this is the second half of this level. This is the part I just have to brute force. This is like a weird speaker system thing that's going to be present throughout the rest of the game. So now we're going to have to avoid... We're going to have to avoid lasers. I'm not really sure how this works. So basically, based on the word that you see on the screen, you have to hit A or B, so I'm hitting B here. I'm hitting A. So now this is the second half of it. So this part, I didn't know what to do, so I had to brute force this part. So there's 3 parts. First you hit B, then you hit A, then you hit X, and that's it. I just memorized it. This took hours to beat. Shush. Shush, biddies. Shh. I just had to, like... All I did was... I brute forced this. It took hours and hours and hours and hours. We're done. Alright, so naughties are done for the rest of the game. So that was it. We're done. We're safe from naughties. We will see this weird speaker system again, though, a lot. I don't know. Does it have teeth? I don't really understand what this is. The speaker guy. Speaker-chan. It eats souls. It eats happiness. So this next level, this next chart is the first chart that I would call actually genuinely difficult. It's not that hard. This is the mummy. So this is our main rival for this. So for now, my understanding of this lore-wise is that right now the rival is helping us begrudgingly. So it's a begrudging alliance between me and my rival. And she's gonna help us dance battle with the mummy. Mummy-chan. That's it. The phrase for this is that this da-da, boom, 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 boom. The rival is mostly lead now. Well, we did shoot her with a gun a lot. That's fair enough. I remember the first time I saw just gun pop up on screen, I was absolutely flabbergasted. And I'm like, yes, I love this game. So this is the first, like, actual level that's actually pretty hard that I might have to pay attention to. It's not terrible. This level isn't terrible, but this is where, like, this is the big jump in difficulty, is after that last naughty. But yeah, so now you get the buttons in the middle of the circle when you're trying to control it with this, like, really imprecise Dreamcast analog stick, and it's just, like, it's infuriating. And I'm more likely to be quiet during the harder levels because hearing the music actually helps me. So I don't use the original Dreamcast controller. I use a third-party controller that's not quite so gargantuan, but it's still an imprecise instrument. Gotta love the rear of the roar. If you guys can hear that, I don't apologize. There, you got to hit the farty sound because I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat. I blame you guys. I blame chat. But yeah, I mean, it does. The Dreamcast just chugs. So I have it pretty far away from the microphone, but my microphone's very loud. As Dave has pointed out. This microphone, for whatever reason, it just, like, picks up stuff very loud. I turned the gain down, so hopefully it's not too terrible. Blame David. Now loading. All right, so this should be the last. Oh yeah, so now we've grown up. So now we're adults. Me and the rival are adults now, and now we're gonna, like, writhe to a very weirdly sensual song. It's kind of like Pour Some Sugar on Me. Very Pour Some Sugar on Me-esque. I feel like I need to take a shower after I listen to it. We're grown up now. I'm 36, thank you. At least for another week. Long load screen to age characters. That spin like splash thing that only happens when you. Also, there's an extra character, that yellow character there in the background. No idea who she is. I don't know who she is at all, for the record. I just don't know. Never explained. You do see her again in the final level. So maybe unlocking or like taming the speaker made it so we can like, I don't know. It's in the background though. Is the Dreamcast loud? I love that. That makes me very happy. Oh, they let me get away with all that. I wasn't even looking. Get the visual. Yeah, so this Dreamcast, for anyone who wants to like talk shop. So this is an original Dreamcast. This is my original childhood Dreamcast. No, it's not. My original one got flooded and got destroyed, but I bought another one as a teenager. And so that's this one. And I got it modded, so it has the like regional mod, so that's why I can play this Japanese game on an American Dreamcast. And then I have a SCART out. So I have a SCART out cable, and that goes into an upscaler. This particular upscaler I'm using right this second is the RetroTink 5X Pro or whatever it's called. But I also have an OSSC depending on where I am physically. So that's what's happening. So freeze! Yeah, see, so I got all of my, like... I did all of my, like, console mods back when I was, like, a more serious collector, and so I don't have any of the really new, like the mode or any of that stuff. I don't really have any of that, so this is all, like... I'm physically playing this game. This is the very first actually difficult song, I would say. This is the first level where I'm actually, like, in danger of dying, I'd say. So I'm gonna, like, be quiet. Entertain yourself, chat. Explain to me who this guy is. This weird Frankenstein-y guy. Bow, 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 bow. You do all your good mods? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I don't, I can solder, but, like, I don't want to mess up any of my... I don't trust myself. That's basically it. So I hire other people to do all my mods. I'm jealous of anybody who can mod their own stuff and not break it. Oh, frick. It's Pepsi Man's older goth brother. I love that. It's Pepsi Man had he grown up without loving parents. This is like an AU situation. I disagree with whatever just happened there. So actually, we're under the thing, so you'll actually see it like you can actually see the speaker in the background is like drooling now, and now we get this like really farty noise. But don't worry about it. We're gonna come back here. I don't really understand what all goes into like judging. But now I'm back all the way to the top. Coca-Cola Kid grew up. That's exactly what it is. Coca-Cola Kid saved. Okay, here's okay, new lore. So Coca-Cola Kid is another game I run on the Game Gear, and at the end, Coca-Cola Kid saves his teacher, and then the very last scene is the teacher thanking him by hugging him, but she basically. That's good. All right, we survived it. Koki, yes. So the teacher hugs him and basically suffocates him in her large ample bosom. So now we're adults. So this is level 5, episode 5. So now we're adults. Anyway, so what I think happened is that he passed out and went to the hospital and was in a coma for a while. And then when he woke up, he was this emo kid. That's my new headcanon. I love it. Thank you, guys. All right, so this is the boss rush that I mentioned. So we're in a big arena. We're going to face everybody, including... But with the rival. So our rival's still currently our friend. Dancers are ambitious! Exclamation point. I actually don't know which boss this is. I don't think this may be a net new boss, just for this one. But this is easily the longest episode of the whole level. Oh boy, this is not going well. There we go. We got it. We got the rhythm back. This sort of dance is how David dances. Good to know. I appreciate the inside info, Shani. This is one of the better songs in the game. So this is where, going back to the difference between Amp and Spica, this is where the biggest divergence happens. So there's no more songs in common now anymore. So every song from here on out, except for the final boss, is going to be different. And Amp has some cool songs, so like if you have a way to play this, I mean, it emulates pretty well. Also, how wonderful is that dance like this? Honestly, that's great. You should. Like at a restaurant. But yeah, so... So if you have the opportunity to play this, I would suggest it. If you like rhythm games, it's a fun rhythm game. And the naughty part, just follow what I did. It works it works fine. But yeah, but Amp's story has a bunch of interesting stuff. That alien is dressed up in a very interesting manner. I just realized. I've never noticed that before. Yeah. Just shimmering and shuffling back and forth. Freeze! Yeah, how do I put this? This is a very, very Dreamcast game. It sure is. I just love that Sega went like banana pants weird with the Dreamcast. I love it. This is SNK. SNK has always been a little bit off the beaten path anyway. Alright, so the boss rush continues. Okay, so this song is called Yellow Cat. So the yellow dog is back, and this song is called Yellow Cat, question mark. And you can hear that phrase, it's back. disagree with everything that just happened. SNK is definitely very underrated. It's our boy, the yellow dog / cat. The custard canine that won our hearts. Anytime I try to run this without like paying full attention to the game, bad things immediately happen. This is fine now, we're good. Maybe it was an advertising thing with SNK, I don't know. It's true that SNK isn't like a developer people think about in terms of like great developers. It's not like Capcom or whatever. Or God forbid Konami. Does the fishing controller work with this? Holy crap, I should try that. I'll try that, I'll try a light gun. I got a little lost in the sauce there. Ultra is better than Konami? I mean, Ultra is... Sure. Sure, biddies, whatever you're saying. Control. Concentrate, bruh. Freeze! An eternal explosion happens inside your character. Yeah, it goes... Why not light gun and fishing controller simultaneous? I only have 2 hands. This is actually a big problem here. Yeah, you need a thumbstick, though. You need an analog stick for this game. You can't use a D-pad. It doesn't work. This song's called African Drunk. I'm not sure. Disagree with everything that happened there. Even with the parts I succeeded, I disagree with it. So this is the level 2 boss. It's the space age lady from the library. I got feet. Fair enough. So for AMP, this song for AMP is actually really interesting because the lyrics are all in English. It's very weird. Very, very off-putting. Sonic one with a racing wheel and pedals. Love that. Disagreement from Disagreement Town. Yeah, I remember Cool Cool Town. That's gone. No more Cool Cool Town for the rest of the game. So basically, level 5 is you're grown up and you still have the overworld. If you go to any of the other things you've beaten in the overworld, they're just like, hey, congrats, you beat us. I think that's what they're saying. Again, don't speak Japanese, but that's my understanding of what they're saying. Yes, donate. Donate to the charity. Also pay attention, Truth. Never just wake up and cool Toon is what I'm learning right now. Freeze! I wish, like, yeah, the Dreamcast is very fragile. It's true. It's all very precarious. Even this situation I'm in right now is very precarious. That's a, I don't know, giant evil spider announcer. I'm not sure how that works. We're going to continue down. I think we're playing the rival again, maybe? Yeah, we are playing the rival again. This song's hard, actually. I have to pay attention. Alright, we're in much better shape now. Jesus. Oh yeah, this is one of the best songs in the whole game, too. Agree. I like it. You have a couple of frames after the thing disappears to do your boon, and you can see her explode during the cutscene. No, I'm not a fan of how, like, weirdly, like, this dance is a little bit, I don't know. Alternating is one of the hardest things you can do to me. Okay, but we survived. Everything's good. Woo! All the boinging noises really... There's a thing, like, the alternating back and forth with this such an imprecise, like, it's just so difficult to do. Like, and if you get off rhythm, it's impossible to survive. It's just percussion. It gets so much harder. Alright, so we're on Chapter 6. So we're gonna fight, Evil Koki. He's very angsty. He yells at us a little bit. And so there's a handful of levels left now. We're on the home stretch. I think a couple levels, maybe. Oh yeah, this is the final, This is the final battle with the rival now. I realized I was off rhythm there, but I had nothing I could do to get back on rhythm. It's the final countdown. This is the final level. Just wait for the cutscene and get back on rhythm here. much better. Whew. So yeah, so my understanding is this is like the final battle with the rival, or is this not that? It's one of these. One of these is the final battle with the rival, and she's like, fine, you win. Whew. It's getting intense in here. Ooh. I didn't deserve any of that, but we'll take it. You take the good with the bad. Freeze! Alright, we did it. So that's one level. That's one more down. So I think this is the final level, or is there one more? We'll see. Yeah, there's two more levels. This is okay. So this is the final battle with the rival. So we were just defeating evil emo Pepsi Man there from before, and now we're defeating the rival one last time. She's like, I helped you, now I'm fighting you again. But by this time, we're pretty versed in how this game works. So we're pretty chill now. We're just pretty happy. The world's ending. That's sort of the point of this. We're trying to escape the world. We got sucked into the TV, and we're trying to get out back into our real world. It always winds up in space. When in doubt, go to space. But we still have the fun little speaker with teeth behind us. I don't really know what purpose he serves, but the speaker with teeth. There's not a whole lot happening here. We're really focusing on the rival and us doing the snake there. We're really invested in the lore now. Oh yeah, there's one question, like there's one last like maybe logistical question you could ask me, which is like, what happens if you hit the wrong button? So like, if it tells me to hit X but I hit A, what happens? And the answer is, it just docks off one full thing. So if you can't get a cool, basically. Awkward block stuff was my nickname in high school, and I really feel really bad for you. All right, so that was the last. So now the rival's like, I lose. So now I think this is the final boss. Hardest song in the game. Yep. So this is the final boss. We're fighting whatever this big green thing is, and we're in the tubes of the TV again. I'm gonna shut up because I will almost certainly die here. There's many reasons for that. There's Booger Man. We're fighting Booger Man. There's a couple reasons why it's really easy to die in this. One is that the chart's really hard, but the other problem is that the gauge is way more strict than it was for the rest of the game. So I don't really understand. Is that open mouth or beard? Take your pick. Take your pick. Take your pick. I have no idea. I think it's a handkerchief, actually. Looks like a handkerchief to me. Oh. He has eyes. I see the eyes. See the eyes. I see the cool kicks. I like those shoes. Why I did? Because arm day is more fun than leg day. That's time. We beat the game! 105, that's very close to my PB, actually. Even with all of the other snafus. So yeah, I beat the game. The game's over. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to say like time's coming up in case I died. So yeah, so you can see the replay there. So yeah, so here's what happens. I love this game very much. Strong suggest. Really a lot of fun. There's a lot of other game modes other than the story mode. So there's two characters, each have their own story mode, and then you can have like single flits, which is basically head to head against the CPU in flits mode, and then there's dual and double flits for 2-player fun times. It has an English patch that's being worked on, so that's really cool. So this game, Cool Cool Toon, has a sister game on the Neo Geo Pocket Color called Cool Cool Jam, which is an RPG that has something of an English patch. It's not done, but it exists. And what I've played of it is very fun too. But yeah, so now she's back in her own world, in a really awkward 3D world, and she wants to get back into the TV. She made her friends in the TV, and she wants to go back. And she's sad. Oh, I'm gonna miss my friends in the TV. And there's the rival. Come on back, Fran. And there's Yusa as well. Perfect. There you go. So yeah, she gets to go back into the TV. And all is well that ends well. And that is Cool Toon. Beautiful game. All right. Thanks for having me. No, it's a trap just to get out again. But yeah. So that was Cool Toon. Thanks to Dave for letting me play this in a marathon. This game doesn't get shown off in marathons a lot because usually to play rhythm games in a marathon you have to be good at the game, which is not what happened here. I'm obviously not that great at the game, but it's a lot of fun. So yeah. That's it for me. Alan Smithy was the story mode. So whoever did the planning for the story mode recused themselves, which is very interesting. But yeah. Thanks for having me, and enjoy the rest of day 3, striking cancer out. I appreciate being there.